Hi folks, welcome to today's Coffee with Jesus. And it's a bit like Coffee with John because we're coming back to John the Baptist again. And from verse 22, so they've asked him, is he Elijah, is he the prophet, and so on. He says, no. Well, who are you then, they said. Give us an answer to take back to those who sent us. What do you say about yourself? John replied in the words of Isaiah the prophet, I am the voice of one calling in the wilderness, make straight the way for the Lord. John doesn't say, I am the Word. Jesus is the Word. What John says is that I'm a workman making a road. I'm making the way for Christ. And he cites from Isaiah 40 and verse 3. Let me just look that up. Isaiah 40 is such an amazing passage. A voice of one calling in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Every valley shall be raised up, every mountain and hill made low. The rough ground shall become level, the rugged places a plain, and the glory of the Lord will be revealed, and all people will see it together, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken. You know, sometimes maybe you don't feel like this. I feel like this. I really do feel like this. I feel like it today. Sometimes you feel that you are like a voice in the wilderness. And what that means is you're saying things that you don't give you instant popularity. You're saying things that it's like just shouting in the wilderness. You're saying things in the desert. And the Messiah had to be prepared for. And this is what John says that he is doing. Who am I, he says. I am the one who's preparing the way for the Lord. Actually, what a beautiful task to be given. And how wonderful to be conscious of it. I think if most of us understood what we were doing was that we were doing it for Christ, it would make an enormous difference to how we did things. And I think for me, as a preacher, my job is not to exalt myself. My job is to point people to Christ. We started a new thing here last night called the Romans Road, which was basically an hour long. I did a short sermon, and then we had discussion and questions. It was a very different way of doing a service, and yet I think what thrilled me about it and what excited me about it is the real potential of pointing people to Christ. And that's what we seek to do. So who are you? I'm a workman, he says. I make a road, and I'm making a road for the Lord. Well, may God bless you in whatever work God has called you to do for him. See you tomorrow. Bye.